I hope everyone is doing great. So today we have a quick lab by Cyber Defenders, which is called the Web Investigation Lab. And this lab is really good to test your, network forensic skills and the usage of tools like Wireshark and Network Miner. So we'll start by reading the scenario and answering the questions. So the scenario says you're a cybersecurity analyst working in the Security Operations Center of a book world, an expansive online bookstore renowned for its vast selective literature. Bookworld prides itself on providing seamless and secure shopping experience for book enthusiasts around the globe. So, recently, you have been tasked with reinforcing the company's cybersecurity posture, monitoring network traffic, and ensuring the digital environment remains safe from threats. So late one evening, an automated alert is triggered, from the same tool maybe, by an unusual spike in database queries and server resource usage, indicating potential malicious activity. This anomaly raises concerns about the integrity of the bookworld's customer data, internal systems, prompting an immediate and thorough investigation. As the lead analyst in this case, you are required to analyze the network traffic to uncover the nature of the suspicious activity. The objective include identifying the attacker vector, assessing the scope of any potential data breach, and determining if the attacker gained further access to the bookworld's internal systems. All right, so you can download to the pickup file from here, and you'll be provided by the password here, cyberdefenses.org. I already downloaded it. You need to unzip it. As you can see, this is the pickup file. So okay, we'll close this one and start by answering the questions. So question number one says, by knowing the attacker's IP, we can analyze all the logs and actions related to the IP and determine the extent of the attack, duration of the attack, and the technique used. Can you provide the attacker's IP? All right. So normally, what we do when we analyze pickup files, we look at the conversations, right? So we have here around 88,000 packets. So we can go to statistics, conversation, IPv4, and to find the attacker normally, we can look for the most sent packets, right? So here we can see 88 packets exchanged between this IP and this IP. One of them, of course, will be our server or the bookstore server. So let's, here it says from this IP A to B, there's around 44,000 packet and 7 megabyte of data, and B to A we have around 21 megabyte of data. So just let's filter by select A to B, and as you can see here, this is the communication. You can see here, for example, SYN packet, and then it responded ACK. This means this IP responded with SYN ACK. Okay, SYN. There's some lot of SYN packets. Okay, so what we can also do, we can filter by SYN flags, right? So TCP dot flags. Okay, that's SYN. Yeah, this is the filter. So we're filtering for SYN of 1 and an acknowledgement of 0 to filter, if there was any suspicious reconnaissance activity or scanning activity related to SYN scanning. So if we filter by that, as you can see, that this IP 101.224.250.131 is sending a lot of SYN packets consecutively to this IP. So let's follow, just follow TCP stream, and as you can see here, okay, nothing provided. Wait, okay, just let's just yep, again. So you can see this is the flags 111.273. Okay, what you can do, just follow TCP stream. All right, so as you can see here, here's suspicious user agent, which is used for SQL injection. It's trying to get search.php. All right, so just to confirm our thoughts, what we can do, just come to a random packet and look, follow the TCP stream. Okay, as you can see here, the user agent of the this IP is of this IP 111 is SQL map. So for those who don't know, SQL map is a tool used in SQL injection attacks, which is a really famous attack. Okay, and you can see here the host is Bookworld Store. All right, so this is our company server, and this is the attacker's IP. So the answer will be indeed this IP. Let's just copy it. Yeah, so it will be 111.224 111.224.250.131. All right, perfect. So question number 2 says, if the geographical origin of an IP is known to be from a region that has no business or expected traffic with our network, this can be an indicator of targeted attack. Can you determine the origin city of the attacker? All right, we can just use some threat intel platforms like abuse IP, maybe geolocation IP or IP lookup. These are all good these are all good sites. We can just paste the IP here. Okay, it's just loading. Okay, so as you can see, it says the IP belongs to China from a region called Hebei and the city called Shazhang. Okay, so this must be the answer. Okay, so here, just copy, close this one, and indeed, it's the answer. All right, let's close this one. Question number 3 says, identifying the exploited scripts allows security teams to understand exactly which vulnerability was used in the attack. The knowledge of it's critical. Finding appropriate patch on a workaround, close activity, and prevent future exploits. Can you provide the vulnerable PHP script name? All right, so as you may have noticed, we found some suspicious PHP scripts. So what we can do here, we can filter for frame contains PHP, and look for some PHP, search. As you can see, we have about, style, contact, nothing suspicious. You can contact, search. Okay, as you can see here, this search.php, you can see some suspicious encoded like commands or injection. As you can see here, select. So this is like it's trying to select from a table in the database, which is like famously like used in SQL injection attacks. You can see here, wait for delay. This is time-based SQL injection. Yeah, so this all is related to SQL injection. So the vulnerable PHP field is actually this one, search.php. So just if you follow the TCP stream, as you can see, the request was accepted. As you can see, the host accepted. It's not like server error. So this is the parameter that has been abused, and this is the PHP, search.php. So you can see here, search.php. Correct. Right. Question number 5 says, can you provide the complete request URL that was used to read the web server available databases? All right. So we have already found the first abused SQL injection, the search.php. So for this question, we can use the same approach, which is to filter the frame that contains PHP and look for anything related to databases. Right, so okay, we have started here. The first PHP script was, this is the first SQL injection attempt in the search.php. So we want something related to you know, database here, table name. Okay, you can see select where book. Okay, so we want something that's related, because usually in SQL injection the attack is trying to dump database from the website or the web application. So this could include, you know, something related to you know, information schema. So if you're not familiar, maybe if you do an SQL injection attempt, you'll have a better understanding. So here, for example, you can see selection, select, concatenate, union. Okay, okay, union. So okay, union. Okay, you can see here something related to from, select from, union. All right, so there's actually a lot of you know, options, but we want something related to databases, like info. We have schema name, information schema data. Okay, union concatenate, search name, array concatenate. So all right, so you can see that this user is trying to look for something related to, you can see a table name. So here he accessed the table, here column, here the password, the username, here the table fields, here the column, here the table name. So this is the information schema, which might be related to the database. We can just follow the TCP stream and then copy this one from here to here and decode it. All right, so cyber chief, sorry, chief. All right, okay, cyber chief, URL, decode. All right, so we have already decoded it. So this is the decoded version. Copy and go to Cyber Defenders, paste it. All right, luckily it is the answer. So question number 6 says assessing the impact of the breach of the data access is crucial, including the potential harm to organization reputation. What's the table name containing the website's users data? All right, so as you may have seen, we found some interesting table columns. Just let's return to the frame contains PHP. We found something related to users, if you have noticed, columns. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is the information schema, and here the table name. Okay, so they are looking for table related to user information. So here column type. Okay, we have something here called password, username. All right, admin. We have also here a table name. All right, we have table schema, table name. We have also here something interesting. You can see email, first name. Okay, cphone. So this might be related to user information, right? So follow TCP stream. So yes, so this is trying to, okay, look for the email column, the first name, last name, and the phone number, and from the bookworld database customer. So as you can see, even from the highlighted, we can guess it is most probably the customers table. So yeah, so it's the answer indeed. Question number 7 says the website directories hidden from the public could serve an authorized access point or contain sensitive functionality not intended for public access. Can you provide the name of the directory discovered by attackers? Yeah. So what attackers normally do, that they try to find for hidden pages, you know, that let's say admins or website owners try to access it to log in, right? So what we can look for, we can see, look for HTTP request, you know, related, yeah, HTTP request method related to post. So, and we filter. So it's not working. Controls. All right. So as you can see here, this is the attacker's IP. This is the server. He accessed a portal or a page called admin/login.php. So we can just follow TCP stream, and as you can see, yeah, he indeed accessed this admin.login.php. Admin.login.php. Yeah, so this is the answer. And here you can see he supplied the username admin and the password admin. So yeah, so since they're asking for the directory, this is the answer. We'll just okay, so all right. Coming to question number 8 says, knowing which credential were used allow us to determine the extent of the account compromise. What are the credentials used by the attacker after logging in? All right, so after he logged in, so we have one of the packet we already seen the TCP stream of it. As you can see, this is the directory he accessed admin. All right, and you can see he submitted admin and the password admin. However, if you look at here, we cannot supply admin. So this means that after he logged in, he supplied another password. So what we can do is just look for the same post requests to the admin directory, which is HTTP request method post. All right. Okay, we analyze the first one. Let's look at the second packet. Okay, follow TCP stream, and as you can see here, it says also the same admin login. We know that the first username was admin, but here we have admin and the password called change me accepted. So let's look at it. Admin change me. Alright, so it says admin change me. Alright, so CHANGE. Alright, so this is not also the password. Just let me copy it. So just in case. Alright, so this is not the answer. Let's look for another packet related to the credentials. Alright, we analyze the first two. Let's look at this one. Follow TCP stream. Okay, the same thing, admin password change me. Okay, so again we analyze the fourth packet. We analyze this one, and let's look at this one. Follow TCP stream. Okay, here we have another username and password here, admin and password admin 123. So let's try this one. Here admin and the password admin 123. Oh, still okay. This alright, so still it's not the answer. Alright, so let's look at the last packet. The last packet provided. Okay, here follow TCP stream. Okay, in this one, as you can see here, there's no credential submitted, but we can see a file name called nv.php. So he uploaded the file name. However, we're looking for credentials, right? So just let's me try might be an admin and then admin 123. All right, so change me, the first one. change me. All right, maybe change. All right, so for some reason cannot find the password here, even though it is so the one submitted. Let me analyze it again. Admin. Okay, so let's look at this one for instance. Sorry. Okay, let's look at admin. You have admin. Okay. For this one, we have admin and change me. CHNGE me. So I tried it, but still. Alright, what's the credential? Alright, so change me. Alright, so this packet, the password is username value default. Here is change me admin. Okay, here is admin. Yeah, okay, we have here admin. Okay, admin 123 with this asterisk. Okay, that's why. So admin and admin 123 with this exclamation mark. So my bad. Admin 123 and exclamation. All right, this is the correct answer. So last question says we need to determine if the attacker gained further access to control of our website. What's the name of the malicious script uploaded by the attacker? So we already found this one actually, and the malicious script uploaded by the attacker can be traced by looking here at the last packet related to the post request. If just follow the TCP stream, we can see here a file name called nvr.php. Yeah, so this is uploaded. As you can see, the host, the server accepted the request. So yeah, so hopefully this is the answer. All right, so nice, we solved the lab. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just for the sake of practice, and yeah, see you in the next one.